Hey, back again, making another video on Dragon Ball Universe 2. I am going to be making the Ultimate CAC PvP guide. Yes, you heard me right. The Ultimate PvP CAC guide. So, let's get into this. The Mel Earthling. Now with the additional of level 1, where we can get our CACs up to 140, we literally get an additional 45 attribute points. We can make something really viable. But before we get into this build, you gotta understand the height and its width. So on a metal airflow, you want this height right here. You could go with this height if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it as since metal airflames got a high DPS, damage per second, with square triangles and stuff. I would recommend you to keep it at this height as you get additional health, and it will be, and literally I actually tested this. If you go down one, you're literally the same speed. You don't go any faster and combat speed unless you go like this small, which that's losing too much health. So between these two is your best bet. Now your body type, you want the max body type for the maximum amount of basic attack and strike damage. Yes. So for this build, you want to have this, the body type maxed out, and you want the height to be this. After when you got that and stuff, you simply just go to the CAC, right? You know, go through the boring loading screen and shit, which surprisingly is so long even though you're on a PS5 edition of Action Universe 2. So after when you go through, you know, this and all this boring shit, if this thing can goddamn load, I will show you what you want for your attributes, your QQ Bang, and your Super Soul, and obviously the moves. So let's get into this. So your attributes in total, because of since we got 45 additional attribute points to play with, since from 120 to 140 now, we got 467 attribute points in total, which goddamn. So let's get into this. This let's get into your first attribute, max health. You want that at 100. Simple as that. Max key. You also want that at 100. Now, for Strike Supers, since Strike Supers is the main cream of the crop of damage for Mel Earthlings, you want that obviously up to 100. Alright. Now, their second cream of the crop is basic attack, which you only want 71 in that. Yes, 71. And max stamina, you also want 71. And then finally, Key Blast Supers, since Key Blast Supers is the weakest amount of damage that comes from the Mel Earthlings, you only want that 25. And with all that, this should be your build. Max health 100, max key 100, max stamina 71, basic attack 71, strike supers 100, and key block supers 25. So after that, go over here, you get your QQ Bane. Best QQ Bane for this is obviously this, which gives a massive increase as it increases your health, key, stamina by maximum, Doesn't do anything for basic attack and doesn't do anything for Ki Blast supers, but it gives you strike supers, 4 additional brackets, which allows it to squeeze a lot more damage. And with that, this is what your Octagon should look like. A big, round, plump looking Octagon. And now with your Super Soul, it's real basic, and you should honestly suspect this, you're just pieces in the game. Reason why is that it got a bomb Ki Blast, it boosts your strength of strike skills by extra large, which is 20%, and it got a limit burst attack up. You get this from a DLC where you get hit and Kaba, and got a destruction Champa and Vados. If you get that pack, you will end up getting this, Super Soul through one of the Parallel Crests. So keep that in mind. Now we go to our skills, where is the interesting part of this making. So your first one, you want to get Flash 3. Now, why you want Flash 3 is a quick, simple, powerful reacting key wave, and you really can't go anything wrong with it. And for your second super attack, you want to go to power-ups, you want to equip Fighting Sun. Fighting Sun is actually really good on metal Earthlings. I'm surprised how this is not, used more, as, increases their basic attack a lot, and, gives them stamina regen and damage reduction as well. But it is unable to use skills, and if you were to use this with a Roken, it will literally tap you out of that Roken unless you are attacking someone, which is a, traditional glitch. Now, your third super attack, you obviously want probably one of the best Ki Blast counters in the game, Shadow Crusher. Its strike move does a lot of damage, and it is really good. It is very good. Just simple as that. Now your your fourth super attack. You want Super Dragonflight. Does a magnificent amount of damage, and I will show you the Metal Earthling secret, right? What they can do and what they can only do. And for your first ultimate, you want Godly Display. Your second ultimate, real simple actually, Instant Observance. And your Roken, which finally, I've been asking Bandai this for so long. Kaioken got a buff. What is that buff, you may ask? This actually gives you additional extra damage than what Potential Unleash gives you, which is only 15% damage for, all attacks. This one gives you 20% extra damage for all attacks. And the key drain is only now down to 10% key drain. Stamina drain. And that damage, that 5% damage increase that you take, that is no more. You do not take additional damage while using this. So, in all due considered, Kaioken is now easily probably a recommendation awoken for this. And for your evasive, you want a super explosive wave. And with all that, now you got this. And with all that, you save it onto your preset. There you go. Now, we will do some testing. I will show you some live testing of how,
Greetings.
good this build actually is. So, we will get this.
This is true justice.
And we get, half corrupted, obviously, because why the fuck not? And if you get all the attributes correctly, you should be able to do exactly this. So as you can see there, count how many bars there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 10 bars of key. And how many stamina you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bars of stamina, 10 bars of key, and a luscious dark green health. And boy oh boy, this is possibly one of the best builds you could possibly make with a metal Earthling that you could get milks and crannies out of. Don't let anyone else try to tell you otherwise, because their fucking, like, comment on it is probably going to be invalid, or it's probably going to be something stupid and they're just talking out their ass. So, let's get into this. So, charge heavy, 1,168. Real basic. So, our, in a square, 146. All square triangle, 3,650. Now, all triangle combo, 3,943 damage. Now, for Fighting Sun, 4,864 for an all square triangle. So let's do this again. Now let's do all triangle. 5,255 damage. As you can see, Fighting Sun got a big, massive buff, which is really good in my opinion. Just really, honestly, really good. So let's do our most weakest damage that we could do from this CAC, which is one the evasive. Super explosive wave, 1,444. You know, it's not something amazing. Flash 3, 3,130 damage. Now, Super Dragon Flight, 5,507. And if we can get this guy to do, okay. 5,900 damage from, Shadow Crusher, which is pretty decent, which that is gonna put a dent in someone, by the way, if you can't tell. Now, our first ultimate, Instant Observance. 11,800 damage. That is really good for something that it's simple and basic. Now, we're gonna put this on to normal. And we're going to just, piss off the fucking key. So then I can demonstrate this. And I swear to you, if this was in real life, you would have gotten that whiplash real quick from how much he's whipping his head. With all that out of the tank, let us build up that, let's build up that 5 bars of key. Because Godly Display will do more damage with more key you have, so, I wanted to show y'all the base damage and then the damage when you have max key. So let's do this. 5 bars of key, Godly Display. Otherwise, just basic Godly Display. 17,758 damage. Really, really good. So let us get unlimited. Okay. Yep. Put that on normal. Now let me show you what happens when you have max key Godly Display. 27,000 27,279 damage. That is quite absurd, actually. Now, what we're gonna show you now, right? It's Kaioken. Kaioken times 20. Charge heavy. 1,335. This is square. 166. So let's do an all square triangle. No, all square combo. $4,166. Now let's do our all heavy combo. 4,502. This does not do as much damage as Fighting Sun, because Fighting Sun gives a massive melee increase, actually. Is the difference why Kaioken does 20 compared to, Fighting Sun and basic, square triangle is why, while in Fighting Sun you will do way more melee damage than you are in Kaioken. But the one thing that you Fighting Sun can do is obviously use a Roken's, its move. So let me show you that. So Flash, well actually let's start out with the weakest one again. Super Explosive Wave. 1,662 damage. Fly over here. Super Flash 3. 3,598 damage. Barely increased that whatsoever. Super Dragon Fight. 6,195 damage. $6,638 damage for Shadow Crusher. As its observance, 13,276 damage. And obviously we gotta do our little thingy-bob again. We have to piss off a whole bunch of, key. Which, let me just do this. But, yeah, this is just better. Alright, now we got 5 rows of key. Well, now we got it. Basic godly display with just 5 bars of key. 1990, 19,998 damage. And now with full bars of key and everything. Otherwise, max godly display. 31,062 damage. So there's that. Now remember that the attack up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see how much it will give while with Kaioken. So Flash 3, 5,000. That's a shit ton. 8,948. 19,000. Got his display full power. Well, that's pretty much an instant killer for any CAC. Like if someone's just using a basic CAC, unless they put 200 in health for their metal margins. And if they still manage to stand after that, I'm actually going to be pretty surprised. But anyway, this is, Phantom the Ghost signing off. See you next time.